I think we are live. Hopefully so. If you're seeing this on Instagram, welcome. I think I've got the Instagram setup working. We see before us, MBs, ladies and gentlemen, a tiki mug. This tiki mug is of a pelican. The pelican has a fish coming out of its mouth. I was going to put a pipe on the other side of its mouth, but I feel like that's a little bit too twee and overkill. What are our jobs today? Well, our jobs today are to clean up the top of the tiki mug, and then I think I might give him some, or her. We haven't sort of decided on a gender for the tiki mug. We might give them a tattoo and also perhaps a mullet. Have not decided. I think I'm going out to Instagram, although it doesn't seem like I'm going out to Instagram, so I may never know whether I'm going out to Instagram. Which is a shame, perhaps, or not. Look, whatever. We shall find out after the case. Okay. Sorry, my OBS is just acting up. Okay. All right, so first thing we want to do is to clean up this mask because looking at it, it doesn't look great. So oh, no, that is a feather. And I don't want to use that just yet. Firstly, I want to get rid of the mask. Just up here, just clean it up, make it look a little less dodge. The reason for this is I feel like we want to give him a mullet. I don't want to give him all feathers. In fact, if you watched the last stream, which you didn't, I know this for a fact by looking at the analytics, it had feathers all over it. And that was nice. But they kind of looked awful. The feathers looked awful. It made the whole thing chonky and nasty and just generally no fun. So instead, what I think I'm going to do is to give him a feathery mullet. And those feathers are subtractive, which we don't want. We want additive feathers. Something like that, just stick some feathers coming out of his hat. So the feathers is his hair, like he was a human, which obviously he's not. He's a pelican. But the feathers sort of, stop him looking bald. Something like that. And then we'll get a second round of feathers, which don't look as good as the first. Why is that? Have I got the... Maybe if I make them smaller. All right. Nope. All right, well, we'll take them back to where they were. More strength, perhaps. Ugh. That's looking awful. I don't know what's going on there, but we should undo it because it's just bad. Strength, let's take that back down to, I don't know, there. Nope. All right. Okay, am I still live on the Instagram? Or have I gone live on Facebook instead? This is a problem. This is a problem because I don't know what I'm doing most of the time with technology. Which is cool. I'm going to turn off that feed, whatever it is. All right, back on to more fun stuff. And not in a live environment. Okay. So let us now create some form of... You see, I don't think that's going to work out. I just don't think that a second row of feathers... For whatever reason, it's just not working. It just feels bad. And we don't want to add anything there, so I think we're going to come back to the feathers, to be honest. I feel like the feathers are just not working out. Okay. Instead, let's just draw on real quick. We're going to draw on a tattoo. And the tattoo we're going to draw on... should I try a Facebook out thingo again? I'm slightly concerned about going live on Instagram. But that's okay. So for this, we want to turn off that, and we just want to draw it. What does an anchor look like? Anchor is, well, it's just kind of like that, isn't it? I mean, it's fine, but I think we can probably do better. I should use a Wacom. If you don't know what a Wacom is a tablet. And I should use one. But I don't. I don't know why I don't. Probably because I used to have a Wacom and I couldn't find anything to do with it. What we're going to do is we're going to use the... we're going to use another brush, and the other brush we're going to use is the layer brush. Cool thing about the layer brush, apart from that is way too much of a layer, is that it will set your height uniformly no matter what you do. So we're going to take the strength all the way down, and we're going to try it again. You see, so what should happen is not that should happen. What should happen is that if we set a thing called persistence, that should mean it shouldn't mean that no matter how much you go over it, it stays at the same height. Normally, when you draw, it's additive. So when you, like if I draw like this with just a normal draw brush and I do that, well then it goes, yay, there's a line. And then you see if I cross over the line, you see that the height, it creates more height, which is good normally, because normally you want to kind of, make these things add on each other so you can, use that for artistic purposes. The layer tool, you should be able to just set your height, and that's everything. It should just be a persistent base. That is not a persistent base. But we'll try it again, having set, hopefully, what is now a persistent base. Nope. Sometimes this gets a little bit persnickety. I don't know if that's the word for it. Has that done it? Nope. I'm trying to do educational things on a live stream here, and you're just messing with me here, Blender. So just do good things. Make it do good things. This is obviously causing the pelican in question deep pain, because it's not a great look. Okay, we shall continue on. I don't know why it's not working. Okay. Hmm. And this is making it worse than the draw tool. It's persistent base. We're doing the right things, right normal radiuses, the right hardness, the right smoothness. This is annoying me so much I'm going to have to go and look up a guide. I shall return.